Friday the 13th. What are we doing on a fucking Friday? Oh, I know. It's another action-packed edition of The Shred.
And this time
Coming
we brought our buddy Slinger.
3 different places.
Yes.
We got Maine, Ohio, and Nebraska in the house. So tonight we have special guest guitarist of Black Tar Superstar, better known as the Death Slinger. Oh! All right. And we got a shit-tastic list for you coming from our favorite. Drum roll.
Loudwire.
Hey, that actually fucking worked. I'll take
Shit wire.
The shit wire. He's the Lord of the Beebs, the Load Wire. So they decided that they had the cojones to make a list of the 66 best hard rock and metal frontmen of all time. Now, viewer beware. Remember throughout this entire atrocity that it is supposedly the best of all time. And we're beeping right away.
Slinger and I took a quick peek, and it deserved a beep already. Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. I did have a chance to peruse a little bit.
Now, how much of this list are we doing? There's 66. I don't think we can do that in an hour.
No. So we'll have
30?
to probably, if as long as it's not so horrible that shit just gets crazy. But as you know, 9 times out of 10, it's going to suck the big whang.
For sure. But
so starting at number 66, I'm actually quite happy about this one. It gave me a little bit of...
Oh, so are we starting at 66? I thought we're starting at 30 and going to 1. I thought that's what we just said.
Oh, I thought we were doing a 2-parter.
Oh, we can do that too?
See, it gives us a little bit more material for next time.
True. All right, I'm good with that.
Only if you're in. Only if you're in.
I'm good with that. You good with that?
Do you want to take turns like doing people?
Yeah.
That's pretty much how we do it.
Yeah.
All
right. Who goes first?
I kind of sort of already began. Baby steps, baby.
You. Do it
now. Of course, it's not so much always who they pick. It's what they have to say about them.
Yes.
So we're, as I was saying, starting at number 66. I was actually happy about this one, but something tells me that the review of this particular individual is going to suck donkey balls.
Most likely.
So we're talking about Nergal of Behemoth, probably one of the most celebrated black metal bands that have come out in the last, let's say, 30 years.
Yeah.
The guy's been through a lot and just kept out swinging and kicking ass all over the place. So it says, and I quote, and of course they're going to have to bring this in because they're dumb fucks.
Of course.
Behemoth's fearless leader, Nergal, has a mission statement of taking his music and message of Satanism around the world. Did they really have to say that? Isn't it blatantly? It is blatantly obvious that with an album called The Satanist. Don't you think that's his fucking message? He's not selling ice cream and popcorn for little Johnny and little Susie. Well, come on. Let's be real. You're not seeing little
Yeah.
puppy dogs and fairies flying around on the front cover.
Exactly.
I'm like, okay, so you got me there already. I'm like at half beeb on my way to a cool diarrhea. It says the Polish Legends live act comes across more as a ritual than a traditional metal show with Nergal at its crux. Oh, you're at the top of your fucking class.
Look at you using big words like crux.
Ooh. Spicy. Felt like I just ate a fucking, Nacho Libre from Taco Fucknuts. Anyway, I mean, that's all very obvious that, you look at their stage show, it's set up to give a certain mood. Now, isn't that something that would be indicative of pretty much any act that has like theatrics or something like that? Oh, no, this is great. His vein-popping bark spews blasphemies as his wide-eyed gaze pierces fans, especially when serving communions to the ones at the barrier. What's he doing, giving them the golden shower? Quite honestly, I have not seen any red juice thrown at them that resembles blood or anything like that. He hasn't even so much as taken a fucking water bottle and dumping it on any of the fans in the front row.
No.
Does he spit occasionally? Who the fuck wouldn't? It's hot as fuck up there.
Exactly.
Not to mention, they have a lot of fire that comes out of their, individual stands and shit. It's a show.
Yeah.
Why can't you just say they fucking rock and he rules the crowd?
On this episode of Y'all Need to Learn How to Write Fucking Music Reviews.
Yep. You might as well buy yourself a one-way ticket to Learn How to Write by Gangis. His grand vision is translated across the studio, stage, and highly artful music videos, making him one of extreme metal's most revered assets up front. Now, why the fuck couldn't you just say that and call it a day? Boggles my fucking mind.
I don't understand.
And, well, shit. It only says who's credited with the photo. So I don't know. Well, let me see here. No, it looks like credits as far as, photography.
Yeah.
So I know JD is lurking somewhere.
He must be.
We'll find him.
We'll find him. Wolfhawk will find him.
Dog will hunt. Run.
You want to take the next one, Slinger?
I want to take 63.
That you just
For sure.
you just skipped like.
I know. I just wanted to say I called dibs on 63. Okay, but the next one.
Well, which one of you motherfuckers even know who Bobby Blitz is in the first place? Okay.
Overkill.
I don't know.
They're a lot heavier than that.
Yep.
All right, who wants it?
I could say it. I know Overkill.
Go ahead.
They say, fronting one of Thrash's most consistent and prolific acts is Bobby Blitz.
Prolific.
I failed English for the day. Yes.
9. You're going back to school.
The Jersey boy gives Overkill every bit of their put-em-up attitude with darting vocal phrases and chest-beating lyrics.
What?
So what?
I don't think
is he taking his pecs and like going bang, 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 and just beating the fuck out of people while he sings?
Apparently.
Pectoral manolingus McGee over there. I don't know.
Pectoral punishment.
There you go. He's a sadist, I tell you.
Resting a leaning mic stand against his shoulder, Blitz is too cool on stage. Directing traffic with flurries of hand motions. Who doesn't? What?
Oh, am I a singer now? What the fuck, directing traffic?
Shit, I'm too cool for the stage. Damn.
Well, apparently I'm striking a pose in vogue.
Igniting furious circle pits with high-pitched wails across unrelenting riffage, despite being in the back half of his 50s.
Sounds like a fucking condition.
Blitz really? Why do they have to say that?
I know.
Quirky but convincing voice has shown no signs of wear.
You know, musicians, in my opinion, are kind of like what they say, like a fine wine. Gets better with age.
Yeah.
More confident. Probably in some cases more energetic. They have a little bit more heart into what they do. Because bands that start out real young, they love it. They try to put their all into it. But I'll tell you what, you can really tell like who's like a tight fucking act and they rule that stage. And it's a lot of the older guys. I mean, look at the guys in Down. Yeah. They're all in their 50s. And every time they go out, they fucking destroy everything.
Exactly.
They do.
I just can't get over the pectoral punishment part. That fucked me up. An onslaught of titties. Ah, my titties!
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, here's one of your favorites there, Gangis.
All right. Number 64, David Draymond from Disturbed.
David Dreidel!
Dreidel. That is what's funny. Dreidel. Please don't watch me pee.
Now, I
love him.
He's a great vocalist. Like, his voice is great, but I don't think he's a great front man.
He just kind of stands in one spot.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see what it says here. Disturbed's David Draymond is one of rock's most enthusiastic frontmen, delivering empowering words with decisive performance.
What?
Ain't the same David Draymond I know.
Is he talking about when he just merely turned his head to the left or right?
To the left.
Or raises an arm.
Oh shit, he put a finger out!
His signature mix of grit with a glimmering clean tone is one of the most immediately recognizable voices in the business.
I have to disagree. His voice has got a lot of rasp to it.
It does.
So I would not say that it's clean, so to speak. It's got some gravel. It's got some road wear and tear.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't make that claim. No.
And
here we go.
Whether it's hard enunciation on tracks like Down with the Sickness or the haunting cleans on the Simon and Garfunkel cover, The Sound of Silence, Draymond's power is undeniable.
And cited only 2 of their biggest singles of all time. Why do they keep sleeping on the fucking album Believe? That was vocally his best performance ever.
I say it's the best album they've ever made. Ever.
Seriously.
I'll agree with that for sure.
It had so much heart, ferocity, diversity, and showed a range from A to Z in my opinion. So it's like, but no one ever wants to talk about it. Ever.
Yeah.
All these fucking Loudwire guys just want to talk about the hits. Fuck the hits.
Well,
that didn't
actually,
make their career.
Prayer and Liberate were two of the biggest selling songs they had ever when it first came out. Prayer was a staple.
I believe, if I remember correctly, that album was like double or triple platinum.
Yeah.
It was. Because it kicked ass and made you want to have more. May I please have another?
And every fucking song flowed with every part of the track listing. You know, it's like you ended one song and bam, they kicked you right in the fucking nugs.
Exactly.
And you were right back in it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Slinger, I think you requested that you take 63.
He did.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
I am proud to announce, but why the fuck is he only 63? This man needs to be up there.
Well, you have to remember, you know, it's of all time.
I know.
So whenever they do that, they tend to put the younger guys higher up in the list. I don't know why. It should be based on talent and touring. That's really where it lies for me. The record can always be played, but can they reproduce it live?
That is the question.
Mm-hmm.
And I think on my behalf, I am proud to say number 63 is Mikkel Eckerfeldt. If I said his name right, it's those Swedish names are really hard to pronounce for me.
Love the Swedes,
for sure.
But the band is Opeth, one of the best prog bands in metal history, in my opinion.
Underrated.
One of the best. Very underrated. Here's what they have to say. Opeth mastermind Mikkel is equally lauded for his dual threat voice as he is his brilliant songcraft. Okay. I was looking at that for a second.
Yeah.
Though he no longer utilizes growling on new material. Which is not true. The recent album they put out, there's quite some growl. Eckerfeldt was arguably the best to ever do it with clean enunciation. That is true. Very good about that. Amidst the gut-checked bellowing over the years, he's grown increasingly stronger on the clean side of his voice, beautifully haunting at times and remarkably calming at others.
I mean, is Casper the Friendly Ghost just like lifting himself out of his throat? Haunting. That's like saying that you're speaking about the guy like he doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I think they say that. I think they say haunting by like his presence, how his voice, like, I don't know, apparently terrifies them and makes them wet the bed at night. Apparently.
Well, fuck! I wonder what they got to say about Corpse Grinder then.
Right.
Or Danny Filth.
His dry wit is on display every night on stage. That's a nice closer, but halfway through that, I have to say, what the fuck were you writing? You didn't really focus on why he is the one of the best of all time. You just said
humor
you described
doesn't have shit to do with anything. You could be funny as fuck, but if your vocal performance sucks, that's not going to make up for it.
No.
Next.
All right. Am I going? Or you going, Reaper?
I can go. But before we get into number 62, let us take a quick look at one of our most beloved sponsors here at Three Witches Entertainment.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about Desaia's Creep Shop. Check it out. That's right. If you're looking for some of the best horror collectibles, and especially apparel, which she has really upped her game. She's doing joggers. She's doing multiple T-shirts now, tie-dye, not tie-dye. Very colorful, very well-crafted shirts and clothing. I mean, she's got a little bit of something for everybody, whether you like classic horror or just those freaky fucking dolls. And I just received word from her today that our special package is going out on Monday. So we will be able to display some of these things, and hopefully she'll put in that bust of the Crypt Keeper in there for me. That would just be wonderful. Desaya, if you're watching, love you. Please make sure you put it in there. Wow, that's right. Desaia's Creep Shop at Etsy.com.
100% Satan approved.
And she's actually running a Friday the 13th sale today.
Ooh.
So she also informed me that she now has an official, full-on interactive website.
Nice.
DesaiasCreepShop.com. So if you don't want to go to Etsy, you can follow her over there. And I checked it out. It's beautiful. You know, it's a good start. It's definitely a good start.
Hell yeah.
So at number 62, we're talking about the band Suffocation.
Okay.
With Frank Mullen. This is kind of more on the death metal side of things. Suffocation is very extreme, very, blast beaty, thrashy.
Right.
A little bit of everything in there, but definitely nothing but not even short of guttural growls. So this is an interesting sentence. Suffocation's Frank Mullen is one of the most entertaining vocalists, slicing and dicing alongside earth-churning riffs with his infamous hand chop. What's up?
What? So he's on stage going, nah.
Is that what he's doing?
Apparently.
You will like my shit. What the hell? I'm gonna have to look that up. Right. Or is he doing the podcast and he's cheering all the crowd on? Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
He pioneered the death growl.
Okay.
Death growl, coming to get you. Death growl. Okay.
I don't think so, but okay.
Just call it a fucking great fucking guttural scream.
Exactly.
He didn't pioneer it.
You know what?
Chuck Schuldiner did that.
My elbow's twitching, brother. What do you think?
Let's bring it. That's it. That's it.
That's it.
You just got the elbow drop of doom times 2. Bitch. Damn, I knocked my chair back. I almost lost my ass.
Oh, shit.
Never straying from his subterranean bellowing. Are we now talking about the inner machinations of his anus? I can't even say that with a straight face.
The inner working
Oh,
mechanisms of my
it-
mind are an enigma.
Exactly. Taking a page out of
Patrick!
SpongeBob's book.
Patrick is an American hero, and you know it.
Also, he must be. They gave him his own show called The Patrick Star Show.
I know. Like, what?
I haven't even seen it yet. And I'm pissed. Yeah, it's out.
Okay.
It's out. They have it.
All right then. Anyway.
What does that say about today's youth? Anyway. Moving on here, it says weaves in and out of the band's serpentine song structures.
So
What
you're
the
saying is I love
fuck?
the fucking place. Is what you're telling me.
Could you imagine what the sheet music would look like? Good luck trying to learn those songs.
Yeah.
Just say they got some great changes, some good breakdowns, some really good fast parts.
That's all
That
we
would be
need.
totally fine. Oh, and of course they add in their erratic tempo changes. No shit, it's death metal, fucko.
Yeah.
Damn. His banter. Aha, here we go again. Dick writing. His banter is top notch, delivered with a biting bit of sarcasm and spit take moments. So you're telling me that if I spit on the ground, that makes me cool. What the hell does spit taking mean? Is he taking a moment to hawk a fucking loogie?
Apparently.
It's the new.
Does he
It's the new
vomit
death metal
gold?
technique.
I mean, what's going on there?
It is the new death metal technique called the.
Gila monster! Gila monster! Oh, and this is great. Playing on the barbaric imagery of songs like Thrones of Blood and Entrails of You. It's fucking death metal. They're not going to sing about their feelings.
No.
They're going to sing about corpses being ripped apart.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe throw like a creature feature, horror type icon into some of it, in which everyone fucking dies.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's what makes death metal great. It's unapologetic and it makes you feel, ooh. That's the point.
Exactly.
Nice job there, dick fuck. All right, moving on to 61.
All right, 61, Randy Blythe from Lamb of God.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Launching himself off stage monitors and screaming like a starved banshee.
Wait a minute. Since when does a banshee get starved?
I have no idea.
They literally stand outside your house giving the death scream.
Yeah.
I don't think they're saying, Burger King, Subway, Wendy's. No, they're letting you know that you're going to die. I can't even take that seriously either.
No.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
Oh, sure. Lamb of God's Randy Blythe puts on an electrifying show. At times, he looks like Phil Anselmo at his peak, recklessly stomping around and contorting himself as he empties his lungs with his signature growling style.
Did they just compare him to the great magister, Phil Anselmo?
Yes, they did.
The ground is beginning to shake.
The ground is beginning to shake. Do we let him out?
I think we ought to let him out of his cage.
Yeah.
I feel better.
Let's see. Blythe's lyrics are often layered with meaning, sometimes personal and other times commentary, set against the band's brand of melody meets brawny groove.
We're brawny. We like to groove. We love that groove. Shut the fuck up! What the hell? It's like fucking Peter on Family Guy. Ah, stand like this. They'll think we're one of the animals. Shut up! What the hell?
Seriously.
I still don't. He didn't actually discuss, I believe, anything about the sound of this guy.
No, not at all.
All he did was try to say that he resembles Phil Anselmo, which is just blasphemy. Fuck you. Those two guys are in classes of their own. Friends, yes,
Agreed.
but they are not the same.
No, not at all.
There is a distinct difference between red dirt metal and the brand of Southern metal that, I call it hick metal. We always did.
Yeah.
For Lamb of God. So, I mean, the guy's great. He's got great lows. He has very shrieking highs, but not once did this dickhead ever mention either one.
No.
Shit.
Do you
Again and
know
again
what these
until they
lists
get it
do?
right.
Every time I feel like we look at these lists every now and again, I feel like they're serving us a nice heaping helping can of Chef Boy are we fucked. And that every time I look at the fucking list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I increasingly gets dumber,
Yeah. Honestly.
It's mentally challenging for me.
It really is. All right, you're up, Slinger.
Alrighty. Now, this is a really cool one. Barney Greenway of Napalm Death.
Sorry, I looked ahead.
Gotcha.
No, Napalm Death? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those guys have been around for
Oh,
years. Always in
I
the fray
remember-
and keep coming back.
I remember when I was trying to get into Napalm Death, I didn't know who they were, and then I saw a YouTube video of Jim Carrey talking about his love for Napalm Death, and I was like, "What? Okay, I got to look at this." And man, I'll tell you what, are they fucking awesome?
Yes, because
Yes,
Jim Carrey
Napalm
has the
Deaths.
411 on Extreme Metal.
He does. Napalm
does.
Death's Barney Greenway is a complete maniac on stage. Great.
Ooh.
That means
Maniac, I tell ya.
what are you telling me? You telling me that he puts the B in barbarian? What the fuck are you talking about? All right. Barking out of socio. Barking? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god.
Barking?
Connotations. Yes.
Like a dog?
Political.
Did you just say political cunt?
No! That's not what I said.
I swear that's what it sounded like to me. I don't know about you, Gangis. I was like, what did you say?
I just couldn't fucking read it because I was laughing.
I understand.
Amidst flurries of seeming tantrums. So now he has tantrums like a little child.
Nice.
I want to kill
Between
you!
lines, his hands are often flying in all directions.
What the fuck is he? Richard Simmons on crack?
Apparently.
Pick him up. Let's go. Put him up in the air. Go crack. No!
Shit.
Like
Fucking
he's
hell.
he's shadow boxing a ghost, and honestly seems to get in a good cardio workout.
Okay, so we've gone from this guy's a great singer, death metal singer, to now he boxes those that have passed on and other entities and such.
But you know,
Barney Green.
What the fuck does that have to do with the song?
or with his vocal, or with anything.
Perfectly placed again.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
For sure.
His vocal style has been imitated by countless singers. I don't really think so.
No.
But what does that have to do with the song?
What does it have to do with him?
What's that have to do with anything?
He's on the list for being a good singer.
None managed to conjure the sheer maddening level of rage of Greenway, either in the studio or on stage.
What the fuck does Greenway have to do with fucking Napalm Death?
I don't understand.
I think they literally just do not know how to categorize any of these guys' voices.
No.
What their strengths are, their vocal range, the way they spit the words out. I mean, whoever wrote that is just a fucking blumpkin.
Okay.
It must be JD. He's got to be behind this.
Barney Greenway, because that made no fucking sense. And I
Barney
swear,
Greenway
if there was some
is a
kind
great
of
singer.
controversy, he would have thrown it in there too.
Yep.
But what does his studio and on stage presence have to do with his vocals?
Exactly. Nobody wants to know that, he gets down to a cardio workout, Every fucking good performer, is not going to stand there doing nothing.
No.
No, honestly, I feel like they when they wrote this list, they had a monocle and said, yes, he gets a good cardio workout and he has a great stage presence. Only the best of singers.
Maybe they're saying he's fucking fat and he's the new face of Jenny Craig. I don't know. Why else would they even bring that up in the first fucking place?
I have no idea. All right, you want the next one, Reaper?
Yeah, even though this is not.
You don't.
It's not
Gross.
one of my favorites.
And I don't think it's hard rock at all.
Change. I mean, if he wants a double or triple A+ in winery, and I mean whining, he gets the award.
Yeah.
Now, I have to say, when the Deftones first came out, and their first couple of records, before somebody said, "Hey, yo, Gino, sing, don't yell," he shouldn't have listened.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to figure out for years why tons and tons of chicks fall all over this guy's voice when all he's doing is whining. Like a little bitch boy in his crib.
Honestly,
so
I think their the last album that was even remotely good from them was Needle and Pins, or whatever the fuck it was called. Pins and Needles, whatever. It was either way. That was the only.
So it was all about
last
anxiety.
album.
Okay, great.
It was the only fucking one that was good after that. After those albums to that one were good, but after fucking Needles and Pins, it was terrible. Just went downhill.
Well, it's really kind of funny because, we recently did a tribute to St. Peter of Typo Negative. And recently, on Loudwire, of course, decided to bring up about, remember that one time when Peter Steele punched his fucking lights out? Oh, I had to clap.
Oh, for sure.
He punched Chino?
He punched Chino and knocked him the fuck out.
Yep.
One punch.
What, did he run his mouth?
What do you think? He little, he big. What's little guy do?
What the fuck?
Ow!
Why the fuck would you pick on someone that's like, hey, jerk off? Like,
I mean, I'm pretty fucking tall myself, and I sure as shit would not run my mouth to Peter fucking Steele.
No.
I mean, if you just want your neck broke by one of that guy's muscles, go right ahead. But apparently, Chino is number 59.
I mean, honestly, I can't think of a better way to die.
Right. Or, you know, your only claim to fame is, hey, by the way, I was the guy that Peter Steele knocked the fuck out. There's a PR campaign for you.
Yeah. What do these dick fucks say about him, Reaper?
Somehow I think it's going to be a dick suck fest because obviously this fucking asshole, Chupacabra, seems to think they're great.
Apparently.
Chino Marino. I can't even take that seriously, Stephanie. It's a lot of fun. Is a man with plenty of light and shade in his vocal approach. Told you. As well as his temperament on stage.
What a diva.
You know, that's what I'm talking about. Stephanie, we're talking about Loudwire's 66 best rock and metal vocalists of all time. That is what you walked into. And as you know, JD and the rest of the buttfuck gang is all about sucking when it comes to these lists. So we just had to.
Yeah.
And currently we're talking about Chino Marino from Deftones.
Chino Marino! Sounds like a Vegas, showgirl name or something.
Yes.
Chino Marino! Could you see him with the fruit hat? The big fruit hat, and he's got like coconuts. Chino Marino! I can see him plain as day. That's where your career is gonna die, Chino.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the Deftones frontman is capable of crafting calm, airy moods against the band's more ethereal moments.
Ooh.
Sounds like softcore porn to me, doesn't it?
Hey,
Only to shatter the tranquility with his high shrieks, set to more jarring rhythms. Always an insightful lyricist, fans can spend hours dissecting Marino's true intentions, adding to the already dense nature of their music. Apparently, I think he wants him some Chino Marino. That is all I fucking read right there.
for sure.
I'm done with that one. Move on.
Moving the fuck on. Oh, shit. All right, number 58, Devin Townsend from the Devin Townsend Project and Strapping Young Lad.
Great fucking band.
Great vocalist for sure.
All the way around.
I mean, the man sounds like he could be doing like opera or something. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that just has a range that anything he wants to do, he can do it.
Exactly.
And somehow doesn't manage to fuck his voice up at all.
I know. Well, let's see what this asshole says, though. Devin Townsend is a remarkably unique character, now known for delivering thrill-seeking comedic performances in a bit more of a light-hearted mood than in his earlier days in Strapping Young Lad.
I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about a singer, not a comedian.
I mean, his shit is kind of funny in a way. I saw him live a few years ago. But
well, that has nothing to do with his
No, it doesn't.
vocals.
Devi used to be downright terrifying in SYL with a whirlpool of mood changes. But ever since he started the Devin Townsend project, he plays more of a ringleader than a fiery preacher.
Devi?
Well, that's what his fans call him, Heavy Devi.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to attack that like a rat to cheese. Right on.
Always delivering honest albums that align with his mindset at the time. He can either
And I think I'm back.
Welcome
Am I
back.
back?
You were frozen and in a funny position too.
Like, why isn't anything working? Well,
Always delivering honest albums that align with his mindset at the time. He can either be soothing with Rest on a Cloud type meditative cleans or destructive with vocal cord testing anger.
Okay.
Okay. Well then.
Vocal cord testing. You working today? What's going on?
Testing.
Clean out your
Testing 1,
vocals
2.
today? What'd you do?
Right.
And what is an honest album?
I have no
Really?
idea.
I thought most albums were honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, I mean, sure, there's some albums where everything is just, fantasy ridden or whatever.
Right.
But a lot of these bands, especially Strapping Young Lad, they were all about the raw power, the dark nature of people in general, and just
Right.
shit that they rebelled against. So,
Yeah.
meditative cleans. Oh, shalom. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, are we suddenly meditating with him now? No, you're not going to meditate with this guy because he's not about, you're not going to hear him on the top 20 pagan charts. It's just not going to happen. So
No. Moving
next
on.
one. Oh no.
Oh no.
Woo! Who wants to take a crack at this one?
Boy, let me tell you, we got Scott Weiland.
Scott Weiland.
Oh, God, Scott Weiland.
It's
Right.
not funny. I've got to go to school.
It's fucking funny. Good shit. Scott Weiland of Stone Temple Pilots. Late Stone Temple Pilots singer Scott Weiland was one of grunge's defining frontmen.
Not grunge.
No.
No. Try
Initially
again.
employing his deep baritone crone.
When did that man ever croon?
Or croon, yeah.
It's croon.
But when the fuck did he ever do that?
He was never a crooner.
No.
He had a very sultry voice, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Little raspy, but the guy knew how to fucking sing.
Yeah. But Weiland branched out as the band explored different sonic territories,
Yeah, I don't
demonstrating
know
his
why
versatility.
people are calling it Sonic nowadays, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
And
say
adapted
different
for-
fucking music.
He was
legit.
demonstrating his versatility and adaptability. Known for wielding a megaphone on stage. Okay, what does that have to do with this fucking voice? The singer was impossible to take your eyes off of, losing himself in slinky dance moves. What the fuck again does it have to do with shit?
Dance moves. I'm picturing him doing things like those inflatable tube men.
It's true. He used to be the backup dancer for the Chippendales.
Yeah.
I mean, any performer is going to get into their shit, and if he wanted to dance, who gives a fuck? Mick Jagger did the same thing with the Rolling fucking Stones. It's called sex appeal. Heard of it?
Really, the person writing this has not heard of it. Ooh.
He also went on to join a cast of former Guns N' Roses members in Velvet Revolver. Nice, because that's a very non-talked about fucking group, in my opinion.
Oh, I don't know. That album was a fucking instant success when that shit came out.
For sure.
Delivering new age classic songs like Slither.
New age?
New age.
There's that term again.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing this out, Steph. We
New
love
age.
you.
Appreciate it. And yes, the updates blow monkey jizz.
Woo!
All right. I think it's time for a mental health break commercial.
Indeed.
Check out this quick word from our new sponsor at Throttle Addict.
Check it out. That's right. Whether you like to ride with the devil or you want to ride with me, with throttleaddict.com, they are much more than just motorcycle enthusiasts. They are a clothing line, and I am one of their current ambassadors. So if you want to get one of those badass shirts, men and women, or hats, if you like them snapbacks, I know some of you do. Use my code, all caps, Reaper, and get 15% off of your order. Check them out.
Hell yeah.
So, at number 56, we're about to talk about, sadly, a lot of people make fun. I think they're fucking stupid because we're talking about the Megalodon known as Rush.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's not a metal band from here to Calcutta to blue fucking hell that has not gotten down to the Rush. Whether it was a classic of, The Working Man, Limelight, Tom Sawyer. I mean, all the way up to Roll the
Spirit of
Fucking
the Radio.
Bones in the 90s. The drummer, the guitarist, and of course, bassist and lead vocalist. We're talking about Geddy Lee here.
Mm-hmm.
Every musician has tried to learn all these different classics. Okay, so exactly, it starts with, what can't Geddy Lee do? Exactly, the guy's a fucking genius. He's on the keyboard at 1 second, next second he's playing a fucking bass line that just rips your balls off. And then that fucking voice that just, I mean, he doesn't even have to step close to the microphone to get that fucking voice out. It's incredible.
He puts a
And
lot
the
of
words
modern
are
day.
very intelligent.
Honestly, he puts a lot of modern day power metal vocalists to shame with his fucking
I have to
voice.
agree. The only guy that even comes close to him is fucking Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden.
Not just Bruce Dickinson, the singer of Manowar was also really close. Now, he was another one. He was just as high as Geddy Lee when it came to vocal range. The dude
True
from
that.
Glass.
True that. Just kind of a different style, though. Everyone talks about prog. Well, the leaders of prog is the fucking Rush.
Yeah.
Yes,
They didn't
are.
have to be a heavy metal band in order to be heavy when they did what they did.
Exactly.
We've always talked about it on this show. There are multiple levels of heavy. So it goes on to say the Rush main man is not only responsible for laying down some of prog's busiest bass licks, but some of the most ear-shattering high notes and daunting delivery. Oh, finally, this guy actually knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
Some fucking miracle. Additionally, he triggers samples and plays the synthesizer live, all while locking down the other two roles with flawless execution. Well, this is really well written.
It
what
is.
the fuck? I think we have to give it to him.
I think we do.
Golf clap of doom. Somebody who actually has their fucking head on straight. God damn.
Why didn't you write the rest of this fucking list?
I wish, because this guy actually fucking knows something. Lee uses a direct input live and often subs the traditional amplifier setup with something quirky like a rotisserie chicken oven or laundry machines, adding to the appeal of Rush's live show. Okay, yeah, the guy was a fucking innovator.
Yeah.
He wasn't afraid to try different shit.
Exactly.
Everybody just seems to fucking think that Tool was the only one that could come up with these crazy ideas. And, you know, they were pushing the boundaries while fucking Tool was still in their fucking papa's nuts.
Yeah.
I said it. Okay.
You
If you want to bitch slap me over it, that's fine. I'll take it. But I ain't changing
Guess
what I
what?
said.
What?
Unpopular opinion. Tool is not the only best prog band in the world. I think there are the last of the line, actually. They
Probably,
take a fucking
yeah, I would
backseat
say so.
to half of the people that do prog nowadays. Gojira, Opeth, Rush.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Dream Theater. Oh, jeez.
Dream
Come on.
Theater is not a big friend to us, but that's okay.
I know, I'm just saying.
Only because of their attitude. Their attitude sucks. They think they're better than everyone else. Bull fucking shit.
Yeah.
Number 55.
Number 55.
Oh, here's another near and dear. Let's see what they have to say.
Number 55. Klaus Meine from Scorpions. Despite pushing 70 years old, he's still one of rock's most active frontmen on stage. Always in motion, often running up the catwalk in tandem with his bandmates or shaking the tambourine, the Scorpion singer's been getting it done for over 4 decades.
Okay, I think there was a compliment in there.
There might have been.
And unfortunately, it's, oh, the guy's pushing 70 and still moves like a 20-year-old. What does that have to do with the man's voice?
His distinguished, beloved German accent has added even more emphasis to hooks on ageless classics like Bad Boys Running Wild, Rock You Like a Hurricane, Blackout, and so many more.
Did we learn anything about this man's voice?
No, we didn't.
What happened to the great fucking vibrato that comes out of this man? They were the band that wrote the song when the Berlin Wall came down.
Exactly.
It was a worldwide #1 hit. When he sang that song, everybody, hundreds of thousands of people were crying.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good this guy's voice is. Whoever wrote this just fucking flunked.
Agreed.
Moving on.
Moving on. All
Who
right,
wants
Slinger.
to take this one?
You want this one, Slinger?
I know people are going to hate this, but I'm not a Dillinger Escape Plan fan. I never liked them. I thought they weren't that good as vocalists, but musically talented. But it just kind of sounded like instrumental throw up. Not going to lie. But
A train wreck
I,
or two. Sure.
I have to say I give them credit and I get my respect for pushing out a newer type of metal that influenced many others.
Yeah.
I mean, half the newer bands today are like, "Oh, Dillinger Escape Plan fucking rules," and that they helped me want to pick up a guitar, pick up drums, whatever the fuck it is, and I respect that. I do,
That's fine.
but it's just not my ears. I can't do it.
Well, it just isn't groove music. There's no. It feels like listening to a machine. That's one of the things I had a problem with when it came to Fear Factory. They were almost like computerized.
Yeah.
You had no sense of feel.
Yeah. Well, this is to Mr. Greg. A Dillinger Escape Plan show is a dangerous place to be in for both the band and fans. I agree. People are flying and necks are being snapped. I'm not.
It's an excuse for brutality.
People literally kill people at those shows, and they just don't give a fuck.
Nope.
Yeah.
Even the security guys back away.
When the security guys are scared of you, that's when you know to get the fuck out. Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
At the front, if Greg, an absolute wild man who was a blur the entire set, often monkeying around on rafters and anything else scalable, blood is not uncommon, as he often ducks and dodges instruments whipped around by his fanmates. They're trying to kill it!
He said he was a monkey. I was just eating a banana and going.
And he regularly is found screaming into the mic as he's passed along amongst fellow crowd surfers in the audience. Jesus.
Wow, he wants to get killed at his own show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was there one line in there about his vocals?
No, not one.
Well, I got to pass on to the next one.
Well,
that was a shit sandwich.
They did say he's found screaming into the mic, but that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, he was found to be screaming. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Amongst yourselves.
I'm so pumped.
You're out of there. Now, number 53 is one of my probably most beloved vocalists, in my opinion. When you talk about Ozzy, Robert Plant, Ian Ashbury, a lot of those other guys that were, kind of really known for really good vocals. This is one of the guys that just never gets talked about, and I'm glad to see him on this list. I only hope that the review does him justice, but we're talking about the snake charmer himself, David Coverdale. Now, they should have added one more band to the list here because it says White Snake, which is what he's most known for. Got his start in fucking Deep Purple.
Right.
Yep.
And then did Coverdale Page, which was one of the biggest mega fucking albums to ever come out in the late 90s. It was just amazeballs. And he's still doing Whitesnake to this day. We're talking about in 1973.
Mhm.
Few acts had the world in their hands like Deep Purple, so replacing an already iconic singer as a complete unknown would prove to be the ultimate test. Now, what they're talking about there is that Coverdale was their singer from the beginning.
Yeah.
Before Smoke on the Fucked Up Water and all that other bullshit that came out in
Yeah.
74, Coverdale put those bitches on the map. And then 5 years later starts the story of Whitesnake. They put out their first record in 76. Now, maybe it wasn't 5 years. It was like three or four. Well, anyways, David Coverdale was tapped as the band's new vocalist, sharing mic time with bassist Glenn Hughes, and immediately captivated fans with critically acclaimed Burn. His bluesy tone and overall grit was a perfect marriage for the band, and he continued on after Deep Purple went. Ha! Go figure. Forming Whitesnake, who went on to release a series of hit records. Hit after hit after hit after hit. Let's see here. Coverdale's lyric imagery was dripping with sex appeal. Yeah, that's no secret. He was a dirty guy. Oh, look at him.
Yeah.
He's not picking flowers, people. Which he echoed on stage with sensual prowess as one of rock's all-time greats. Fan-fucking-tastic. Although they just didn't really do his voice justice in this review.
No.
But I'm glad he's on there, so that's what you get. Number 52.
52. All right, number 50. How do I say his name right? I don't want to butcher it.
Chuck Schuldiner.
Schuldiner. Okay.
Yes.
I knew I wasn't going to do it right. I had to make sure. Because I didn't want to disrespect Chuck Schuldiner of death. All right.
Single-handedly created the genre of death metal.
Exactly.
Goddamn right he
Death
did.
main man. Main man? Okay. Chuck Schuldiner possessed one of the most visceral and throat-ripping voices in death metal, adapting his style to fit whatever new alley he took the death metal machine down. Evil Chuck also had a fairly intelligible delivery without sacrificing any sort of grit, putting his imaginative lyrics at the forefront, whether they're drenched in gore in the early days or wallowing in more cerebral realms as death evolved.
I will say they did write his pretty well, but they're
Not in my opinion.
They're missing so many other things that are more important than just that.
Yeah.
Yeah, his voice.
Yeah.
Well, they did say one of the most visceral, throat-ripping voices in death metal.
That's all?
That's it.
Apparently.
And then to call him Evil Chuck?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is up with that.
He was like
how about
against all that, like fanatical bullshit.
He was a hardcore
in
Christian.
the 80s.
I thought.
No, hardcore atheist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
God.
The fact of the matter is, it doesn't even say that because of that guy's voice, let alone his guitar, because he was just a phenomenal guitarist.
Oh,
For sure.
he was a
is
fucking
the
shredder at
reason
heart.
that death metal even became a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, how about we explain this? How about his like fucking most achieving goal of voice when he went from a brutal like low growly thing to fucking higher than fucking Rob Halford voice that
Which
he did
was
on the
his
last
number one
album.
idol.
Yeah, and he fucking took his voice to higher fucking levels that shocked the world for fucking ever. If you can't tell me that The Sound of Perseverance was not a great fucking record, you cannot tell me that.
I don't think people see that's the problem when a new genre gets born. It develops purists, which means if it doesn't sound like everything before, we don't like it. It's not right.
And plus,
it must sound like this.
If it was like death metal met prog is what that last album was, but they did it so well that like it actually fit together.
Yeah.
I have to say
it was ahead of its time.
As its last album, that was a fucking pinnacle for the rest of fucking history itself. I'm just saying.
That cover of Painkiller is better than Judas Priest's version.
I'll agree with that.
I think so.
People still hail that as one of the greatest covers of all time.
They definitely do.
It is. Always will be.
All right. Well, we're going to have to pick it up with 51 next time.
How about we just don't and we skip right to 50?
We'll skip right to 50.
We will.
Sorry, Sergey.
Down.
Yes.
Down.
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to read that because I disagree with it. So,
well, hey, I will say the band itself, the band as a whole is good. Mm-hmm. Maybe Sergey's voice isn't the best, but
it's not about that.
I love the rest of them.
They weren't around long enough to even possibly get on this best of all time list.
They have like 4 albums. That's all they got to their name.
So,
well,
thank you.
Thank you again for joining us, Slinger. It's been a pleasure, as always.
Absolutely.
And
thank everybody out there in Three Witches Land for tuning in for the part 1 of Shit-tastic of all shit lists. And we will definitely be bringing you another edition here very soon. So keep watching out there. But as always, stay heavy.